Yeah, I wanted to talk about this game for a few reasons. First of all, it's obviously a spotlight game tonight, national TV game. There's 12 NBA games, by the way. I just did videos for a couple other games for the NBA TV show. And don't forget, we have an early edition. Kevin Dolan and I broke down 4 games this morning. And then we'll have the live edition later after 4 o'clock Eastern, where we take the viewer questions. And it is a huge card, 28 of the 30 teams playing tonight, of course. I did 2 other games tonight for those videos. But this one is a spotlight game. And couple hours ago, about an hour and a half ago, the Celtics started to steam higher, 2.5. And I found that interesting because they really have nothing to play for here. I mean, they locked up the Eastern Conference several weeks ago. They've got the best record locked up for the number 1 overall seed. And I don't believe in just sitting guys a couple weeks out from the playoffs, because I do think you got to keep the rotation going, the minutes going. But you got to be careful as well. And I think one of the reasons this line steamed up an hour ago, Giannis is listed as questionable. He has been all morning. But the reason the Celtics went higher, I believe, is because Brown and Tatum aren't even on the injury report, which means they should be playing tonight. And that's fine. I just can't imagine they're going to play their full normal minutes. So I'm starting to think maybe we're getting some value. He has Milwaukee at 2.5 and higher. The Bucks have not been in good current form, but I just feel like this game means more to them. The home team is a perfect 3-0 straight up in the 3 meetings so far this season. And I know Boston continues to win, even with nothing to play for, but they just beat a terrible Portland team. Barely beat Sacramento by only 1. That was really the only competitive game. Thunder have been banged up as well. Before that, a bad Hornets team, a banged-up New Orleans team. I think this is actually a step up in class, and I know the Bucks are just 1-6 straight up at ATS their last 7, so it's hard for me to make a case otherwise. I just feel like this line's rising higher, maybe for the wrong reasons. Maybe Boston brings their A game. If they do, they're the best team in the league, but I'd take a shot with Milwaukee in this game as a home dog tonight.
So the Bucks have just lost at home to the Grizzlies, the Raptors, and the Knicks in their last 3 games. And each time after the first loss, they're like, oh, no, we're going to dig deep. And no, we're coming together. And then you saw the same thing the next time out. Do you trust Milwaukee? Is Milwaukee's full season power rating real right now? Or is this a team that maybe we should forget their full season numbers, just bet against them every game until proven otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a red flag when you're one of the top teams of the league and you get rid of your coach midseason, right? So, I mean, I guess in hindsight, that was obviously an indicator something's not right in Milwaukee. And Doc Rivers hasn't exactly turned things around. And you're right, Ted. I mean, this team is 1-6 straight up ATS their last 7. So they're not playing up to the top 3 seed caliber, maybe that their power rating has them. With that said, though, this is still a team with Lillard's in tonight. Middleton is probably, he's a guy that's been out the majority of the season. Definitely want Giannis playing. He's listed as questionable. I think he will go, but we got to keep an eye on that. We're still several hours away from tip-off. But I think this Milwaukee team still has the pieces to turn it on, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see that tonight in a spotlight game. And don't forget, I know they blew that game against the Knicks, but they still had a double-digit lead at halftime. They weren't getting run out of the gym like the final score might indicate. So there is definitely some upside, but I don't disagree with you. We need to see it sooner than later, especially with the playoffs around the corner.